are trying to frustrate Dangote is don't you that somebody want to corner all the oil business in Nigeria and hold on to it. It's as simple as that. If Shell can sell to them, NNPC can sell to them, why can't the Dangote sell to them? You can see what is going on. They have frustrated demand to the extent that an oil company that has not been taken off, the man is thinking of selling off.
A lot of things happened over the weekend. The Dangote saga, the statement, first of all, from the CEO of NNDPRA, and everything was around that. And of course, the Dangote responses. Barrister Darlington, they here with me. We won't put for what get to do with this Dangote issue. Barrister Darlington, it be like say last, the cabals them way be say they in charge of drugs. They are only the learn work compared to the cabals where they interested in oil for inside Nigeria. Because if you like say the oil cabals now are the strongest cabals. Say Dangote be talk say if it is a drug cartel they and cabal they, but it be like say the one waiting for oil is strong pass. Now we don't see the cartel there where they say oil when they talk about what is really going on, because there are lots of questions in the mouth of many. The revelation by Ahmed Farouk, will be the Oga Patapata of NNDPRA. And the fact, the rebuttal, as it were, from Dangote himself, where he talks, saying, you don't get solved for. As it being a House of Rep, don't tell them, Ogamon a ceasefire, no more media buzz goes, or Yamon a ceasefire until we check the, what did they call them, the product well. But the most striking thing, they say, even the NNDPRA, where we say that the federal government's paracetamol or body weight they in charge of to test the kind quality of products and what we get as they get to do petroleum products. But say they don't get facilities to use checker. They don't get testing facility. So if they don't get testing facility, how they take no sit down with diesel now substandard quality, reach Nigerian quality. Too many questions they beg for answers. But more could go straight to the political point, because say this whole thing boiled down to politics. What's in the thing where they happen? Why some powers that be, why they no one make Dangote refinery succeed? Because that's not the angle where everybody they go.
Thank you, Precious.
This is why you smile.
The chicken has come home to roost.
Ew.
I've always told you that Nemesis never forgets. He never forgets, he never forgives. Are you aware that for many years Dangote was the sole importer of essential commodities in Nigeria? When his brothers were in office, from I think from Shagari to all the military leaders and all that, he was the sole importer, and he was making money.
And apart of waiting accuse them of monopoly, they say one monopoly. Now you not talk say no one do again. Say one even sell the refinery to NNPC to avoid monopoly.
All those times he was the sole mafia. There was no complaint. Are you getting it? There was no complaint. Now that something has happened, and some people now look inside this refinery and discover that there is something that is not too pure about it. And they are now trying to, tackle him. He's now shouting.
No, but this thing where they talk about, not just about tackling. Remember, say the Dangote refinery, whether we like Dangote as a person or not, it will stop Nigerian government from spending the kind of money where they spend to import petroleum products. Where it be say a lot of wuru and corruption there inside. So is it better for us to continue importing petroleum products where they gulp most of our effects? Or make we leave one man? Make Asino Kukuma bring that money to open the refinery, make him man the refinery and make it be successful.
Precious, please. Did the Dangote stop any other person from building a refinery? Did he?
So why federal government no fit use the same energy to make sure say their Port Harcourt refinery, their Kaduna and Warri refineries work? Instead of them they bent on importing, but the keyword here now, importing. Where they deplete our effects on inside this country. Instead of them today hell bent on importing petroleum products, why they no fit use this anger where they no use want make Dangote get monopoly to make sure that they make our own refineries to the work so that they go fit be formidable competition to Dangote.
The same cabal will be after the person.
We won't make the refinery. So now cabals make refineries don't fit work.
Of course.
Are you serious?
Of course. Everybody is aware of this. It's not a hidden fact. Thank God Dangote is saying it now.
So there are human beings that don't want the success of this country.
Hold on. Precious.
Sir?
Nigeria is an oil producing nation. We have our crude in our own land, in our own soil. But foreign oil companies are the ones bringing out, extracting the crude oil. They determine the price, they determine what goes to who. They are the ones now refusing to give Dangote crude. No thanks to the federal government who was standing by watching. By the way, who is your Minister of Petroleum?
The president.
Good.
Because he don't give am to anybody, saying hold on to am. Like President Buhari hold on to am for 8 years.
If anybody is disturbing Dangote refinery from taking off, who should we hold the blame on?
The Minister of Petroleum.
So, and now that the Minister of Petroleum is not talking or saying anything, you should know now that there are interests. Interests are involved. Who was that oil company that took over NNPC stations? A small station that swallowed all NNPC this thing. Was it not one particular oil company called Owando?
The same people wey be say Shell sell their this thing to when they come out.
Oh, really? You know all these things. So you can imagine. So now that they are trying to frustrate Dangote, it's no joy that somebody want to corner all the oil business in Nigeria and hold on to it. It's as simple as that. If Shell can say to them, NNPC can say to them, why can't the Dangote say to them? You can see what is going on. They have frustrated the man to the extent that an oil company that has not been taken off, the man is thinking of selling off so that he can have his peace. Because they have made it impossible for this man to produce anything from that refinery. They have made it impossible for the man to come out and be crying like this. It means that there is something wrong somewhere. He's even revealing some of the things that people were not aware. The land he took to build his refinery at Ibejuleki, up to today, the secrecy and the whatever happened, nobody knew until recently when he now said that he paid $100 million for that land. Who was in office in Lagos when this transaction happened? Who was that governor? So who did he pay the money to? Is the person the owner of that land? Because the last time
it was the president Bola Tinubu that was the governor of Lagos State at the time. That
really? I didn't know. I thought it's somebody from the mass. So what now happened? Now, under what rights do you have to sell a land that does not belong to you? Is it not the people of the indigenous of Lagos that should determine how their land will be sold and who to sell it to? So who collected money for that land? Is it the owner? Because if you are from another state and you came into Lagos State, does it mean that the land in Lagos belongs to you? Those people who we are making noise about the Igbos now, you cannot see. Was it an Igbo man that sold that land to the Dangote? Why can't they investigate this particular revelation? Those people who are claiming that they are the sons of the soil. You are the sons of the soil, yet you don't know where your land is and where it belongs and who are taking it away. You don't know. These are issues that people should be asking questions for. They will know. Now they'll be chasing shadows. By another will be chasing Igbos all over the place, talking down about the real problem. He will not talk about it. It's unfortunate. Dangote is not crying now because they want to take over his business. That's all. They are strangulating him. They want to run him out of town. The cabal now is becoming clear to everybody. The cabal, the so-called cabal. Because this type of thing cannot be happening to a Nigerian businessman and the Minister of Petroleum just kept quiet without saying anything. Rather, they are using underhand twisting and order to muzzle him out of business. I mean, you should just say it here. Shell has sold to them. NNPC has sold to the same people. Now, Dangote will. So, at the end of the day, who will now be the controller of all the oil industry? At the end of the day, you can imagine now. You can see what is going on. These are issues that people should be talking about. To buy your nonoga, you should be addressing this issue and leave it to be alone. Who is behind Dangote's refinery not working? Who is that person? Who is that person? Nigerians should be asking this question. Because we are all celebrating Dangote. Don't know that other people are somewhere out of envy and jealousy. They say it will not see the light of day. If there is anything Dangote have done wrong, come to the table, let's discuss it. So that this man business can take off. But no, they want to acquire everything. Pressure, they want to acquire everything. In fact, one day, somebody will sell Nigeria and pocket the money. Somebody will sell Nigeria and pocket the money. Yet, nobody will talk. Nobody will talk. Who is behind Dangote refinery not working? Is it the P2OB? I should have been asking by your Nonoga this question. Because this is a very serious matter that Nigeria should come out and talk. This is a refinery where we are all hoping that will save us from importing fuel. But because some people are bent importing this fuel forever, look at what they are doing now. Look at what they are doing. Let me say clearly, this Dangote refinery, let it not cause problem in Nigeria because the North will not see it as one of their own. They are attacking one of their own in the southwest. That is where it is going now. The North will not see it that the business of one of their own is being taken over by some people from the southwest, and they will not be happy.
So the Northerners already talk, say they don't know how Tinubu will use win election for 2027 because you know the possible saying go win when the south no dey by side, southeast no dey by side, even the north now no dey by side. So now this southwest go help am win election.
So that's it now. That's what I'm saying, that this tribal said you should never help us. We have been saying it long ago that the way these people are doing this is even helping us. The fourth line that we have, they are even making it to be wider. Instead of patching it so that the thing will be closing, the gap will be closing. This regime, APC regime, they are dividing us wider and wider and wider. Look at the type of statement somebody like Bayo Nonoga is making.
So, Barrister, there is no hope like this for Dangote.
You do not talk about
so you feel saying take over by the powers that
the man is crying out that they should come and buy the refinery because he has made so many revelations.
I was like saying more day to happen.
Exactly. I was thinking that somebody will take up the challenge. When this man said that the testing facility they have is the best in the whole world, that they should come and test it and see whether he's producing a low quality fuel. Why can't somebody do that? He said that even around Saudi Arabia they don't have the facilities they have. He challenged the federal government. Why can't they take it up? This is what we are talking about here. Dangote, he may not be my fan, I don't like him, but when you see facts, state it. After all, the federal government and Nigeria, we all contributed to make him a billionaire. But he's one of our own. He invested in Nigeria. We can see his business all over the place. How about these people who are trillionaires in dollar currency that we don't know what they earn? The Financial Times of London stated today that somebody in Nigeria is so much that, but yet nobody knows the source of income. I don't know the person they were talking about. But they say there is a person in Nigeria who is even in the top leadership of this country that his wealth is so much that they don't know his source of income.
Now number one.
Whether na number two or number one, no, the Financial Times is there. Go and ask them. That's what we are talking about. But you can trace Dangote's this thing. After all, Dangote has not been a governor. He has not been a minister. He has not been a president. He's a purely businessman now. And he's investing in Nigeria. Is that not enough?
Thank you very much.
Whether we contributed to make him a billionaire or not, the fact remains that this man is helping the economy one way or the other. Why can't you encourage him instead of trying to strangulate his business and then take it over? What are you going to do when you acquire all this for God's sake? When you acquire all this, where are you going with it for God's sake? Nigerians should be, look, we have been saying it now, we have been saying it, by the time these people finish with their agenda, I don't know where Nigeria will be because it's like they are not even showing any remorse at all. Any business that come up, they want to acquire it, they want to kill it. We know what is going on at the port. Where some people have share for every container that lands there in Nigeria, in Lagos here. For what? For what? It's so bad now.
Thank you, Barrister.
Must Nigeria exist because of one man or few people? These are issues that Nigeria should be talking about and asking questions. They left it and they are chasing people all over the place, chasing the Igbos. Are we the cause of all these things? Is it okay? The cabal, Dangote, is there any Igbo man in this cabal? Is there any Igbo man? Bayo Nonoga, please tell me. Is there any Igbo man that is involved in oil business here in that large scale?
Thank you, Barrister. That is appreciated. Thank you so much, as a good marketer. Well, you've heard it. Kindly subscribe, like, and of course, leave a comment. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Precious.